Managing Authorize.net transactions manually in QuickBooks Online can be slow, especially when you need to handle large volumes of payments, fees, refunds, and payouts. With PayTraQer, you can connect Authorize.net to QuickBooks Online, download and sync transactions in bulk, review the data, and post it accurately into QuickBooks. Let's walk through the setup.
First, sign in to your QuickBooks Online company. From the left menu, click Apps. In the search bar, search for PayTraQer. Then, click Get App Now and follow the prompts to install it. Once the installation is complete, QuickBooks will take you into the PayTraQer application so you can continue the setup. Choose how you want Authorize.net data to be posted in QuickBooks. PayTraQer gives you two sync mode options. If you want fewer entries and easier reconciliation, choose Summary Sync, also called Sales Summary. If you need more detail in QuickBooks, choose Itemized Sync, also called Individual Sync. Choose the mode that fits your workflow, then click Get Started.
Now you're inside the PayTraQer application. From the left menu, open Connectors. Under Payment Connectors, click Add New. Select Authorize.net and click Connect. PayTraQer will then show a redirection message to continue the secure integration. Click Proceed to move to the Authorize.net sign-in page. Next, log in to your Authorize.net account using your username and password. After entering the credentials, click Log In. Authorize.net will now show the Access Permission screen for PayTraQer. Here, review the access details carefully and verify what PayTraQer is requesting permission to read. Once you've reviewed the details, click Allow. This completes the secure connection between Authorize.net and PayTraQer and allows it to access the required transaction data for QuickBooks Sync. Here, you can click See How It Works if you want a quick overview of how Authorize.net transactions are translated into QuickBooks entries through PayTraQer, or you can click Skip to Next Step to continue. Next, PayTraQer opens the Express Settings screen. This is where you can review the basic setup for how your Authorize.net data should be recorded in QuickBooks. For example, you can check the bank account where sales will be recorded and decide whether you want to process payouts or settlements. If needed, choose the settlement bank account, such as checking. After reviewing these settings, click Save Settings. Once the settings are saved, PayTraQer starts downloading your last 60 days of Authorize.net transactions. This helps bring your recent payment data into PayTraQer right away so you can review it and sync it into QuickBooks. After the download is complete, the transactions will appear inside the Review tab. Open any transaction to see how PayTraQer has prepared it for QuickBooks. Here you can review details like the customer, clearing bank account, items, tax calculation, and total amount. If everything looks good, click Review and Sync. If you want to process more than one transaction at a time, select the required transactions from the Review tab. Then click Sync from the bottom action bar. This allows you to sync multiple Authorize.net transactions into QuickBooks in one step instead of handling them one by one. Once the sync is completed, open the synced transaction to check the synchronization details. For example, PayTraQer may show that a transfer was created for a bank payout transaction, or other QuickBooks records were created based on the transaction type. To verify the synced record directly in QuickBooks, click Open in QuickBooks. At the top of the transaction screen, you will also see the Auto Sync option. If you want future downloaded transactions to move into QuickBooks automatically, turn Auto Sync on and confirm it. This is useful when you want PayTraQer to keep syncing new Authorize.net transactions in the background instead of manually syncing each batch. If you want more control over how Authorize.net data is posted into QuickBooks, go to Settings, Open Sync Settings, then find the Authorize.net card and click Change Settings. This opens the detailed Sync Settings screen. Here you can configure how sales, product and services, tax, and payout settings should work for your Authorize.net sync. For example, under the Sales tab, you can choose the bank account for sales income, set the payment method, decide whether customers should be created automatically, configure customer matching, and adjust other sales-related preferences. After reviewing the settings, click Save. That's how you connect Authorize.net to QuickBooks Online using PayTraQer, review the connection flow, save the Express settings, download recent transactions, sync them in bulk, verify the created QuickBooks records, enable auto-sync, and update the detailed sync settings for better control.